Hey guys, I hope everybody's doing amazing. So, wanted to give you guys a heads up that Sunday at 6:30 p.m., I'm doing a very intensive webinar on how to get your cash up during COVID, right? How to create your own stimulus, bit.ly/COVID. That's COVID cash info. It's only $19. It's only $19. If you are a self contractor, if you're self employed, a business owner, thinking about starting a business, you need to be there. And the reason you need to be there is because a lot of you are so caught up, and I understand because I was caught up too, in the day to day and in the transition of everything that's going on, that you tend to run the risk of leaving a whole lot of money on the table. And I've been going over this with my clients for days and days and days to make sure they're able to optimize what we can only at this point look at as an opportunity. So you don't have to struggle to make payroll. You don't have to struggle if your business is closed. There's some real information that you can get on, number one, how to transition your business. Hey, Monique, welcome back. And then number two, on how to get some revenue going into your business. But I want to give you a heads up, five ways you're leaving money on the table. And we're going to be talking about this Sunday at 5:30. So if you're building a business, Sunday at 6:30 Central Standard Time, if you're building a business, you need to be in the place because there's so much money that you could be getting and reinvesting back into your business. So the first thing that you're leaving on the table is government money. There are several sources of federally funded programs that you probably qualify for, regardless as to what stage you're in your business. And I'm bringing on special guest Sunday to talk about that because some of it is on a case by case basis, right? Some of it is on a case by case basis. And if you're watching this, guys, share this with other entrepreneurs that you know. Share this with other individuals that you know, because the truth of the matter is knowledge is power. You don't know what you don't know. And sometimes that don't know what you don't know gets you left behind. And then you wonder why other people are prospering or why other people are doing okay. And it was the knowledge factor. So there is a whole lot of government money that is available from a lot of different sources, a lot of different ways. You may know about one piece, but you may not know about the other. So we're going to do a comprehensive review of the government money that is available to you during COVID on Sunday. It's only $19. The reason I charge is because I got to pay my staff regardless. So anything that takes us energy, we pass that along to you. But again, the information is worth thousands and thousands of dollars because you don't know what you don't know. Hey, Berlin, and for all of you guys that have shared, thank you so much for sharing the broadcast. There's state and local money that you're leaving on the table. Here's what you have to realize, that regardless as to where you are in your business, there are people, everybody's struggling right now. And so the government's goal is to make sure that everybody recovers. And so regardless as to where you are in your business, even if you earn a lot, like I earn a lot, I'm still not exempted from some of this money. I think most people got caught up in that $1,200 stimulus and didn't realize that the government was going to go back to the drawing board. And if you don't have a tax advisor, like I have a tax advisor, you don't have anybody that tells you what you qualify for. So we're going to be talking about that in detail. But I want you to realize too, and I told my clients this in the very first days of this whole incident, I said, outside of the health concerns, because I want you to stay indoors and I want you to stay safe. Outside of that, there are going to be so many opportunities for millionaires to be created out of this. Thank you, Tisha. Out of this whole debacle. Right now, everybody under the sound of my voice needs to have your money goggles on. What does that mean? You need to be looking for opportunities. This is a brand, every day when we wake up, this is a brand new world. People are going through brand new things that nobody that's living today has ever gone through. What does that mean? Every product or service that you have, every product or service was created out of the need to solve a problem. So if you solve a problem that's happening out there, that's how you earn money. So you need to be looking around for opportunities. And we're going to talk about some of those opportunities on Sunday during this $19 webinar. You need to sign up now, because I don't want any of you to come back later and say, well, Coach, I didn't know I qualified for this money. I didn't know I qualified for that money. The applications, some of them opened on the 3rd, some of them opened on the 10th. You need to be in line. This money is not going to last forever. But that's one of the things that causes us to get left behind, because we don't know we're eligible. And that is the big question, is what are you eligible for? And it varies from individual to individual. It varies by cities. It varies by state. But at least if you have an idea of what to go and ask about, does everybody listening to me understand how imperative what I'm saying is to your business continuity? If you do, go ahead and say me, because sometimes you guys dip in and out of broadcast and you miss things that could save you. And I'm one of those people that I think that God loves me so much that he puts me in positions to get the information that I need. Now it's up to me. It is up to me to sit still long enough to consume that information. And sometimes we do, and sometimes we don't do that. But I can honestly tell you that there are hundreds of thousands of dollars that is about to come out. And before I went through all of this with my clients, and that's another thing, if you register on Sunday, we're not only going to give you links to some of this information, we're also going to give you some guidelines where you can go back and look at your finances and see if you'll qualify for some of these things. bit.ly/COVID cash info. That's the link for the $19 webinar. But if you don't understand what hangs in the balance, then I need you to listen very closely, because my clients, they didn't get it either until I took them and I broke it down to them in a webinar, just like I'm going to do for you guys on Sunday. And here they were thinking that they didn't qualify for some of this money. And I had to show them, oh, yes, you qualify. And some of you are going to need even more help than that, determining whether you qualify or not. But the big thing is, don't leave this money that you could be using to market your business, build your business, and expand your business. Don't leave that money on the table. We're also on Sunday going to be talking about side hustles. This is a side hustle season. You're going to see me offering and building and working on things that I've never worked on before. Why? Because before I was all about brand integrity. Now I'm all about feeding my family. The Bible says a man that does not take care of his family ain't no good. And so all of you right now should be in survival mode. And when you're in survival mode, that means you can't worry about the haters. When you're in survival mode, that means you're not worried about who's talking about you. When you're in survival mode, again, you got those money goggles on and you're walking around and you're looking for opportunity. This is opportunity season. I really want to get my belt on some of y'all, because while you're sitting at home complaining about being bored, this is the chance to build your business. While you're sitting at home being entertained on Netflix and Instagram, this is the chance to build your business. And the government is about to give you the money to do it. Why are you tripping? I will get my belt, Paul. I'm getting my belt and just start running up in people's house, even with the COVID, with a mask on, just whooping folks. Because you got to understand, for all of you that complained before that you did not have enough time to build your business, now you got the time. What are you doing? Do not waste this opportunity. So we're going to be talking about side hustles. What could you be doing from your home right now to fill the gap and generate more? Is anybody even interested in more money? Let me just stop. Maybe it's just me, Paul. Is it just me?
That's only interested in money.
Is it just me?
No, you know what the problem is? Everybody just don't want to work for it the way you do.
Is that what that is?
That's what that is. Because I was a victim. I didn't want to work for it. Now that I'm working for it, I see big results.
Oh, you might want to come over here, Miss Pretty, and tell them that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hi. Hi, everybody. What's going on? Are we live?
We're live.
Oh, wait, let me get my light ain't. Oh, 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 oh. Listen, my biggest.
We're live right here, too.
uh-huh. Oh, my biggest issue was that I did not listen to you off the bat. And I didn't make sure that I did the work. You gotta do the work. If you want it that bad,
You know, but Drake say it's way more. You want to pull your chair over here? Drake say it's way more people that want it than people that have it. What does that mean?
they don't want to work for
They
it.
want it. You want to say you want it, but do you want to do the work?
No.
And the work means the knowledge too.
The knowledge is power.
And the question is, what can I do right now to earn this money? What can I do right this minute? Why you sitting around waiting on a $1,200 stimulus check?
No, don't do that. Why are they waiting on $1,200 stimulus?
Why?
Y'all,
I read a study today.
But that's what they want us to do.
Y'all didn't hear that, did you? Paul said that's why they ran out there talking about we finna send everybody $1,200. Ain't nobody got that money yet. They said 70% of Americans haven't paid, 70% of Americans with apartments haven't paid their April rent yet.
Oh, wow.
It's the eighth.
And evictions, and they're not following them, but
So
they
have
following them.
Yeah, but they got a moratorium on evictions. But the minute that moratorium is lifted, they be trying to put people out.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, go ahead. I know you got it.
No. You all right. But don't be acting like you don't need this bread. Some of y'all could be making the money right now to not even have to go back to your job. We don't know how long we gonna be practicing this. So don't wait until your job tells you not to come back to realize you need revenue. Don't wait until your business is about to fold to figure out you need revenue. bit.ly/COVID cash info. If you're not willing to spend $19 on a webinar that's going to show you how to take advantage of thousands of dollars to give you ideas that you probably haven't even thought about, then do you really need the information? Do you really want the information? The webinar is Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to be talking about where you can go to get government funding, where you can go to get state and local funding. Can I tell y'all, there are people charging as much as $2,500 to $4,400 for this same information, and people are paying it. And you guys will get a $19 link and have to think about whether you bit.ly/COVID cash info, $19 webinar on Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Product sales. What could you be offering from your house? What should you be doing about your bills and your utilities right now? There's so much money that you have the potential to leave on the table. I don't know if you're like me, but when this first started, my clients will tell you, my clients that are in the chat, please tell them, please say the baby. When this first started, I told my clients, I said, have heart. We have the ability to come out of this better than we went in. We have the ability to come out of this stronger. We have the ability to come out of this more profitable. We have the ability to come out of this on the other side better than we went in. You got to remember whose people you are. Let the people say amen. Can I get an amen on that? Because see, when you remember not just who you are, but whose you are, that all things are working for your good. And so instead of sitting up being stressed out, instead of sitting up and wasting your time, this should be the time where you're saying, what out of this will come for my good? And you should have a bolo out on your blessings, because the last I checked, God is still in the blessing business. So you got to realize that even while he does his part, You must still do your part because faith without works is a dead thing. And part of your part is being knowledgeable. When the Lord asked King Solomon, what would you have? King Solomon didn't ask for money. Money doesn't come from working hard. Money comes from knowledge. And that's what we're going to be doing on Sunday, is giving you ideas. We're going to even have a Q&A at the end where you can ask questions about your particular idea, but you've got to be in motion. It is motion that makes money. You can sign up whenever you're ready. bit.ly/COVID cash info. As a matter of fact, there's limited seats. The webinar is at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on Sunday from 6:30 to 8. I suggest you get your seat now because there are limited seats. And when we run out of seats on Zoom, we're out. But King Solomon asked for wisdom. And because he asked for wisdom, not knowledge, because a lot of you have knowledge, but you're not using it. Let me tell you what had happened right before this whole COVID-19 epidemic. A lot of us had got comfortable, me included. Can I just be honest? Let me just tell the truth. Because see, you can't preach and teach without starting with yourself. I had gotten comfortable with my earnings, comfortable with my lifestyle, comfortable with my level of knowledge. And this whole thing has shifted me back outside of my comfort zone. So I thank God for it, because now every day I wake up and I say, God, what do you have for me? And I'm seeing new business ideas and new entities and new ways to make money. I had almost turned off my creativity because the last idea he gave me was doing so well. But you guys need to realize ideas don't last forever. And so no matter where you are in your business right now, this is an opportunity for you to start over. This is an opportunity for you to do better. I've never seen so many people who say, I'm okay. I'm okay with what I make. I'm okay with what I earn. I'm okay with what, and let me, come on now. Monique said I'm registered and ready. That's the kind of people I'm going to be working with in this season. I don't want to work with the people that are going to wait until Sunday at 6:25. Let me tell you what always happens. We have an autoresponder that the minute you register, you get your information. We literally have people every time that wait until 6:25 to register. And then they immediately inbox me and say, I don't have my information. And I'm always blown away because I'm like, okay, you had all of these days to register. Why would you wait to the last minute? That's like waiting to the last minute to get your name in the hat for this government money. What's going to happen when it's not there? Stop dragging your feet on opportunity. Guys, let me tell you something. And these lenders, baby, these lenders are beating themselves up to get you in front of this money. These lenders are beating I just got 5 emails while we were sitting here asking me to use them to submit my applications for funding. The funding is available. Will you have your handout? Or will you be running around looking for a handout? So guys, there's opportunities for you to come out of this. There's government money, there's state and local money, there's side hustles, there's wholesaling, there's even things you need to be doing specifically with your bills and your utilities during this time. You need to sit still and get you a plan. And that's what we're going to be offering you on Sunday. bit.ly/COVID cash info. It's $19. Should be $100, should be $200, should be $900, but it's $19. Starts at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Get your ticket today. Don't run the risk that come Sunday, the room's going to be full, because we do have a capacity. Look, Ayoko said, I'm swamped with this work. The money is there. She works at the bank she knows. I used to work at the bank. I know. And there's some things that you don't know because number one, you're not in the right circle. My clients know already. That's another reason I'm charging, because I can't do it for them and they pay and then come over here and do it for you for free. I can't do it. So bit.ly/COVID cash info. You cannot afford right now to leave any of this money on the table. And some of you, because of the way you think about your business, I can almost guarantee you, you will. And I'm going to equip you guys with some of the worksheets that I gave my clients to figure out what money belongs to you, but you cannot. You cannot. If you have a little piece of business, you need to be there. If you just started your business this year, you need to be there. If you've been in business forever, you need to be there. If you've already got a CPA or tax advisor, you need to be there. Because let me tell you what else I learned. I learned all tax advisors and CPAs are not created equal. And according to the knowledge of your tax advisor, you may or may not get some of this money. I learned that. I'm listening to my clients and what their tax advisors are telling them. And I'm like, well, your tax advisor didn't tell you could claim this. And your tax advisor didn't tell you could claim that. And I ain't want to judge because I ain't no tax advisor or no CPA. But you run the risk because you don't know what questions to ask. You run the risk of being just another number. So Sunday is all about the knowledge you need to survive this as a business owner, as somebody who's self-employed, as a private contractor. You got to have it. And there's so many ways, so many opportunities. Hey, Diva, so many opportunities for you to be generating revenue. This is not a time for egos. This is not a time where you say, oh, well, she do this and she do that. If she's making money doing it, you might want to try to figure out how she's doing it yourself. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? Nobody knows how much longer this is going to last. Nobody knows how many more groceries you're going to need. You think it's over because you done bought that first little wave of groceries? Baby, it's far from over because these grocery stores are catching it. These people are getting sick inside of these grocery stores. And guess what? The more people get sick, the more people are not going to want to work there. So the groceries are going to be there. Who's going to go get them? Who they say?
Gonna be.
So you need $400-500 just for freezers and groceries to sit around. Because, baby, every time we take one thing out of my freezer, I put two things back. Come on, Precious. Precious, if you signed up already, go ahead and say me in the chat. Dana, I know you signed up because that's the people I want to work with this year. I don't want to work with the people that think they too good, don't need no more knowledge. I don't want to spend $19 right now. I want to work with the people that are hungry for the knowledge that's going to elevate them to the next level. I want to work with the people who are decisive because I'm decisive. If I say I'm going to start a business on Friday, by Monday, we ordering the logos. Come on now. By Tuesday, I'm ordering the graphics. By Wednesday, I'm ordering the website. You cannot, this is not the time. This is not the time that you need to be behind on knowledge. And depending on what circle, what group, what tribe, what sector, who you hang with, one of my favorite sayings from one of my mentors is, if you show me your friends, I'll show you your future. If your friends are sitting around talking about the $1,200 stimulus check, that's what you're fixated on. And that's, you know what DePaul said a minute ago? DePaul said that's what they want you fixated on. And meanwhile, hundreds of thousands of dollars are being handed out the back door that you don't even know how to redeem. And meanwhile, can I put y'all on note? Can I put you on note? A lot of your mindsets are driven by what people pay you. Hold what you got. And you say because the last 5 or 10 people told you that they couldn't afford what you have, you think nobody's out there spending money. Or you think because you're a single mother and you struggle, all single mothers are struggling. That's a falsehood. I was a single mother making well over 6 figures a year as an executive. So that's a falsehood. You think because you're concerned about how much keeping your money in check that everybody is concerned. That's a falsehood. It's people out there still shopping on Amazon every day, on the Home Shopping Network every day, on QVC every day, on all these little online Facebook Live auctions. I was on one the other night. The woman was selling purses. She couldn't sell them fast enough. She could not sell them purses fast enough. The people couldn't even put their PayPal in fast enough. So quell those falsehoods because people are still spending money. The hard question is, are they spending it with you? That was mic drop right there, Paul. Baby, are they spending it? Are they spending the money with you? Or are you one of those people in line spending money on things that don't matter? Hold on, Paul, hand me one of my little my diamond Lysol bottles over here. I'm gonna give you guys an example. This is how you know a money mindset, right? So this bottle of Lysol, y'all see it, cost me $40. Ain't nothing special. It's a brand new bottle of like about two. They was cost me 80 plus some change. They was 60 some dollars, and then it cost me another 20 some dollars to ship them. Somebody said, well, why are you spending $80 on Lysol? I said, because it ain't none. And every delivery I get, it gets sprayed before it get in his house. And so if I don't have Lysol, I'm going to spend $80 on Lysol. And then guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go find a way to make that $80 back. That's the difference between a money mindset and a lack mindset. So somebody asked me, well, I would never pay $80 for no Lysol. I said, let me ask you this. How many purses do you have at your house that cost over $1,000? How many purses do you have that cost over $500? How many purses do you have that cost over $100? And can't now one of them purses save your life? If that purse can save your life, that's a bad mama. Watch your mouth. I'm just talking about purses. If that purse can save your life, that's a bad bag. I've seen some bad bags in my lifetime. I ain't never seen one that could keep a virus off of me. And until I do, I will continue to pay as much as these folks say they need to keep Lysol in my house. As a bad, if that purse can save you from the corona, woo, that's a bad bag. How much are you spending on your hair that you can't even get done right now? How much are you spending on your nails, but you want to question my $80 Lysol? Girl, please. But I'm going to tell y'all what Lil Wayne say, it ain't tricking if you got it. And when you switch your mindset, you're going to find that things you said were expensive before, they're not expensive anymore. And things you thought were inexpensive before are now inexpensive. People spend their money on what's important to them. And if you don't shift your mindset to start becoming a producer. So can I give y'all an example? I just told y'all hundreds of thousands of dollars are available for businesses, even if you just started your business. We're going to talk about it Sunday, bit.ly/COVID cash info. But if you're a regular employee, all you're eligible for is a $1,200 stimulus up to $100,000. So I wouldn't have even applied for this. I wouldn't have even been eligible for the stimulus if I still had a job. What does that tell you? That tells you that having your own business is a reward. That tells you that you are rewarded for being a business owner. That tells you that if you follow the masses and go to work, I don't know anybody, including my daughters, who can pay for everything they want in a month for $1,200. I don't know nobody. If you live in a box in New York under a tree, your rent is $1,200. If you live in a seashell in California, your rent is $1,200. If you go anything beyond that, your rent just doubled. Ain't no studios you can get for $1,200. I remember seeing an apartment. Where were we? Were we in Manhattan? We were in some part of New York, and we were walking by and we saw an apartment that literally was the size of my office. That was $2,400. And this was a few years ago. You've got to change your mind about the concept of money, or you'll never have any. You will always be more heavily rewarded for being an independent business owner than you will for following the masses to a job. Some of y'all may get mad that I said that, but it's the truth. Because at a job, they're always going to choose what they want to pay you. You're going to make the millions of dollars that you could have kept for yourself. They're going to make a choice as to what they want to pay you, and they're going to keep the difference. So guys, Sunday, bit.ly/COVID cash info. Make sure you're in the room. We're going to be talking about how you can really, exactly. Monique said she paid $13.50 a month in Burbank for a room for rent. Yep, Sophia said, I'm in New York, my house for more than 20 years and my mortgage is $1,700. But you know, Sophia, them mortgages don't exist anymore in New York. They don't. That's why you need to own your own stuff, including your own business. So if you're self-employed, if you're a private contractor, if you own your own small business, you need to be in the room Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to be talking about sources of government money. And that's another thing. There's so much misinformation going around. There's so much misinformation that if some of you are not careful, you're going to take some misinformation and miss thousands of dollars. Do you realize that? Who are you listening to and why? I saw a woman sit up and do a live stream the other day and it was packed. And she told some people that they weren't eligible for unemployment, and they were. She told a bunch of people that they were not eligible for unemployment. Under the old laws, they weren't. Under the new revisions, they were. And so that's why sometimes you got to pay for good knowledge. I'm not going to say I'm 100% right all the time, but I'm going to do my research. And then I'm going to send you places to do your research, because ain't nothing like information you get to read with your own eyes. Stop being lazy. And I know everybody ain't gonna like that I said that, but that's true. Go investigate for yourself. Love your business. Love your financial situation enough to not listen to everything you hear, because everything you hear is not true. It's not. And meanwhile, you listening to rumors and conjecture and hypothesis and guesses. And this woman wasn't even a tax advisor. Some people need to go sit down. Some people need to have several seats in the way in the back of the room. Why is you up here? Some people would tell you stuff for attention. Hey, Sky Grinder Style Lounge. Some people just want attention, y'all. And you sit up there and listen to them, and they ain't read now book. Have y'all ever played that game, the gossip game? I'm gonna tell y'all this, I'm gonna let y'all go. Some of y'all are like that with business information. So I'm gonna say at the beginning of the line, this is how you get a whole bunch of money. And by the time it gets repeated and watered down, repeated and mistaken, when it gets to the end of the line, somebody's telling you you ain't getting no money. And you gonna listen to that person and screw yourself. So come get some knowledge. Come to a place where you can ask some questions about your specific situation. Come learn how you can be earning during this crisis. Stop sitting around and thinking things are going to change unless you're taking an active stance in changing them. bit.ly/COVID cash info. We start at 6:30 on the dot. If you have a conflict, you need to sign up anyway and get the recording. And you need to be in place to get this money moving in your business, so that when this is over with, you come out on the other side better than when you went in. All right. Thank you, guys. I love you. I will see you a little bit later. Make sure you get signed up.